Hi guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. So today we're going to tell you about supplements. What supplements are worth taking, what supplements aren't worth taking, and what supplements are neither here or there. Sound good?
Let's do this.
Okay, so we're going to kick it off with multivitamins. Loads of us take multivitamins in the morning. Do you take multivitamins in the morning?
All the bloody time.
Do you? So how worth it are they for us? Let's be honest. Basically, on the back of multivitamins, you'll have an RDA on most of the bottles. That stands for recommended daily amount. But quite often, the recommended daily amount is set at the absolute minimum you need to get all the nutrients and vitamins and minerals that you actually want from them. So I'm going to move straight from multivitamins into vitamin D3. This is one of my favourite supplements, and it's really, really important, I think, for people that are inside a lot or in climates where it's not so sunny, such as dreary old England. It's actually raining at the moment.
Like Eskimos.
Like Eskimos? Don't they get, some places they get sun 24/7.
Oh yeah.
I don't know exactly where that is, don't quote me on that one. Yeah. Anyway, vitamin D3, this is all to do with sunlight. So, if you get a certain amount of sun exposure in a day through your skin, you're going to synthesize vitamin D3. Vitamin D3, we take this supplement, it's really, really good for things like SAD, which is seasonal affective disorder. Is that right?
Yes,
cool.
On.
I always get that one wrong, but I got it right. Yes. Basically, that's when people get really depressed when winter comes around. It's a bit like that, alright? Vitamin D3 is also really good for your immunity and your bone strength and stuff like that. So that's a really good supplement to take. It's quite important to note on the back as well, there's an IU, which stands for international units. Quite often that's set about the 500 mark. It's quite low. If you go to My Protein, they do a vitamin D3, which actually has a much higher IU and which is closer to the amount you want to take.
Right, so we're moving on to omega-3. So what we're worried about in our body is a balance between omega-3 and omega-6. Omega-3 is your anti-inflammatory, brilliant. Omega-6 is your inflammatory. So in the average diet nowadays, all over the bloody world, we have so many processed foods, hydrogenated oils, sunflower oil being one of them that we really hate, really high in omega-6. So we take an omega-3 supplement just to bring the levels back down to a little bit more manageable for our system.
I just want to add a quick bit on that, because you'll see these adverts all the time. Low-fat spreads, good for your heart. I'm not going to mention names, and I don't want to get sued, but what I would say is look on the back of these, because quite often they promote, oh, it's full of omega-3, healthy for your heart.
Really high.
It's actually got much more omega-6 than it has omega-3. It's worth checking that out. Okay, CLA stands for conjugated linoleic acid. Was that too fast for me?
No, that's pretty good.
Basically, this is promoted as a kind of fat-burning aid as such, alright? Skeptics are out on this one. I did a little bit of research, looked on examine.com for this one, and basically they were saying that it's, from what I gathered from it, was pretty inconclusive. If you're eating better meats like grass-fed beef, they're going to have a better fatty acid profile, and you're going to get your CLA from that anyway.
Right, so creatine, the big daddy. Everyone is talking about creatine. Everyone's researching creatine. Personally, straight off the bat, bloody love it. So for myself, I always take a 5-gram scoop of creatine in the end of my workouts with my post-workout shake, just to really replenish my stores. So creatine, it's all about power and strength. It's your creatine phosphate system when you're doing your building in the gym. That's what the energy system you're working in. So you've naturally got around 6 to 10 seconds of stored potential grunting time, and with a good supplement of creatine in there, you're going to get more. Those last couple of reps where you're really struggling, it's going to give you that 10-15%, so get it in.
Right, last couple of supplements we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk real quickly about L-glutamine. Okay, a lot of people take L-glutamine, it's amino acid. A lot of people take it for muscle building as such, but what they don't really realise, especially if you take it on an empty stomach, it's actually really good for help repairing your gut lining. So people have things like leaky gut, and they take 10 grams of glutamine to help repair their gut. So glutamine is still great, but it's really, really good for repairing your gut lining as well. It's worth remembering that.
Right, so the big daddy, the last one we're going to finish with, proteins. There's a million different ones out there, so I can understand why everyone gets totally confused and blown away by them. So you've got isolates, you've got all-in-ones, you've got caseins, you've got absolutely a million different things. At the end of the day, they're all about recovery. They're all about getting extra protein really quick into your system to help you recover. So one quick note, if you have got a lactose intolerance or a slight problem with lactose, it's better to go for a more refined isolate or a hydrolyzed protein, because it's not going to affect your stomach so much.
That or a pea protein or something.
That or a pea protein or something.
Probably really horrible.
Rather than just mindlessly reading these really random words that are written on the back, find out what's in there. I personally take 100% whey, and anything else when it comes to the carbs, the fat content, everything, I add it myself.
Agreed.
I always put protein in, put a banana in, all the goodness from a banana's going in straight away. I'm getting my sugars from the banana, I'm getting my potassium from the banana. I know what it is. It's not processed. And then I put my creatine in. It's easy. I build my own all-in-ones.
Exactly. It's worth noting post-workout as well that a lot of these things complement each other. Creatine is going to work better if you've got some fast-acting carbs and some protein. Protein is going to work better if you've got fast-acting carbs. Post-workout, you've probably got GLUT4 transport as well, which means you can shuttle all that glycogen, or for the carbs you're taking into glycogen in your muscles. So post-workout shakes, huh?
Right in the guns.
Right in the guns, not in my case. So post-workout shakes can be really kind of tampered with to make them to all your goals, what you want to do. So post-workout, pre-workout, intra-nutrition is all very, very good, but none of it is in paramount of your diet. Supplements are a small, maybe 5% of that extra boost. Your diet is be all and end all.
If you've got any other questions, any other supplements you want us to have a look at or you want us to expand on, chuck a comment below. If you understood absolutely everything we said, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, just give us a comment saying I didn't have a clue what you were talking about. So we will be back this time next week. We hope this has cleared some rumours up and, you know, give you an idea of what we do and don't necessarily rate. And we will be back Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
So thanks so much for watching, guys.
See you guys,
later.
bye.
Make room, shake that